Alright, in this video today we are going to talk about kinematics, and that's basically one-dimensional motion with constant acceleration. The first thing that I want you to do is pause the video, take a minute, and write down all of the variables and what they're going to represent, because you're going to need to know these variables once you start analyzing the word problems, okay? So please pause and write all that down. Also, please make sure you know what the units are for each of these variables. If you do not, you can go and look them up, okay? Once you've gotten all of these down, then take a second and write down this problem, okay? Whenever you're analyzing a word problem, you're going to want to go through and underline or highlight the important information that is given to you in the problem. What you're going to do is you're going to take the word problem and make it more simplified. A lot of people are very scared of word problems. So many words, okay? So what you're going to do is take all those words and turn them into variables and numbers. Make it easier, simple on your life, okay? So take a minute and do that. Once you're finished, then we can actually start solving the problem. So, like I said, the first thing that we're going to do is highlight or underline the important information given us in the problem. So the first thing you're going to do is you read through the problem. A car starts from rest and accelerates uniformly to a speed of 58 meters per second in 8 seconds. So the first thing that I like to highlight starts from rest. Okay, it's going to accelerate, but I don't have a value for that acceleration, so I'm not really going to highlight that because it's not something that's given to me. Okay, I have a speed of 58 meters per second, and then I have a time of 8 seconds. If you go and you look at the variables that you wrote down, you're going to be able to match very easily what's given to us that's highlighted and make a list. That's what I like to do, okay? So I make a list, givens, and then asked for. This helps me organize my information and make things less complicated, okay? So the first thing I'm going to write down is starts from rest. Starts from rest, I know, is how fast I'm traveling, or my velocity. Since it says starts, I'm going to put V0. That's my initial velocity, okay? Starts from rest means I am not moving initially, so it's 0 meters per second. Then I reach a speed, so that's going to be V final, of 58 meters per second. And then I have a time of 8 seconds, so that's T for 8 seconds. Okay, you don't have to keep the point 0 if you are not concerned with significant figures. Some teachers are, some teachers are not. Go by what you're taught, okay? For me, it's not really significant. I just round usually to 1 or 2 decimal places, depending on what I'm looking for, okay? What is the car's acceleration? So now I'm looking for the asked for. What is the acceleration? And that would be A. Now you need to take a second and look at your equations and figure out which equation only has V0, V, T, and A. Okay? On my list of equations that would be given to us, I use this one. Now some of you will see delta T, some of you don't. Just depends on what your teacher provides, what book you're using, etc. Okay? This is what I provide, so this is what I'm using. Now that I have the equation, I'm going to plug in the information that's even in my givens. So V is 58 meters per second. V0 is 0 meters per second. We are looking for A, so we need to have it in the equation. Just leave it as A, though. And my time is the 8 seconds. Now it comes down to simple algebra. Okay, subtract 0 from both sides, which gives us 58. And you bring down the 8 times the a. Now solve for a by dividing both sides by 8. Hopefully your algebra skills are on par. Okay? Once you get to this point, now all you have to do is divide. When you get your answer, to be accurate, you would be rounding to two significant figures. The calculator gives you 7.2.